wheelchair-bound student was beaten in an Oakland high school, and part of the reason why this happened is because the security guard who decided to beat him was angry after he told the student to get to class, and he was, quote, slow to comply. Now, keep in mind that this is, again, a wheelchair-bound student, and he has cerebral palsy, so maybe you want to be a little patient when it comes to asking this student to get to class. But he didn't do that. We have a few still frames from the surveillance film that was obtained by local authorities and also local media there. So there you see what he does. I mean, I can't even believe that that kind of behavior would be appropriate in his mind.
Did the other guy hit him there too, or was it just the one guy? I don't know how much more I have to add to the story other than that guy should be in jail, absolutely.
Yeah, he's been arrested, so that's good to know.
That's all the evidence I need. I need to see nothing else. I mean, that is beyond horrific, and I mean, what are you doing? Who takes this job to then become that?
So he's a 23-year-old. Okay, the student is Francisco Martinez. Marchell Mitchell is actually the security guard there. He's 23 years old, and he has been arrested by Oakland police. He's been charged with corporal injury to a child, and that is a felony. So he is gonna face consequences for what he did. But apparently, Martinez had spit on him after the security guard had handcuffed him to his wheelchair. So he felt as though he couldn't defend himself, and he told the local press that the reason why he spit was because he felt that was the only way to do something. And as soon as he spit on the security guard, that was when he became violent and started beating him.
Just to be very clear, whatever the minutia of the details of this thing are, this is beyond inexcusable. I don't care about being handcuffed and spit and talked to poorly or anything. Beyond inexcusable.
It is, and
we can spin it anyway, or not we, but the principal can spin it every way and say that the kid refused to or complied. He was slow to get back to class, but yeah.
What is going on? And I really think that whenever you have these stories of police brutality or someone in a position of authority using excessive force, it's usually because they've been challenged in some way and their ego is bruised. So they want to retaliate, and they retaliate in the most violent way possible, whether it's by shooting someone or beating someone or tasering someone. In this case, I mean, you're dealing with someone who's on a wheelchair. Just calm down. He's going to get to class. Yeah. And I remember dealing with administrators like that in high school as well. We're getting to class. Just calm the hell down. You know, the lack of patience is really frustrating.
Yeah, you know, when I was in junior high, I never really got into trouble. I was playing video games, that was it. But one time I got into a fight with this guy, and the dean took me and the kid to this like secret hallway sort of near the gym in the back, and he was this big, I remember he sort of looked like Dr. Phil, but he was this big guy, real deep voice. And he always wore these big belt buckles. That's what everyone sort of remembered him by, like these big Texas-style belt buckles. And he took his belt. I grew up in Long Island, like not Texas.
Where they wear tank tops.
Yeah, tank tops. She's making fun of my accent. And he took his belt off as if he was going to hit us and started yelling at us. And then he didn't hit us, and put it back on, and that was it. And I hadn't thought of that in about 10 years until this story, when I was reading this earlier, about just the abuse of power, because even though he didn't hit me, just the threat, that's just enough. And then when you see something like this,